Good evening, students. Tonight we're going to be reviewing Manifest Destiny for our test on Friday. For those of you who would like to make these notes at home, it's real simple. All you have to do is quickly write down your Manifest Destiny piece up here, cut a little hole in it right here, and we kind of have a second sheet underneath that we're going to be sliding around and working with. So first of all, let's talk about the definition. Manifest Destiny is the American belief that they had a God-given right to expand from sea to sea. And remember, they're trying to go all the way from this one right here to this Pacific Ocean right here. And so we're talking from the Atlantic Ocean to the Pacific Ocean. Quiet, dogs. Alright. So, as we're going through, we're going to pick up different acquisitions, and I've made a little sheet underneath that is going to tell us what order we've acquired each one of these in. So let's start with the 13 colonies. That was the first one. We got that whenever we declared our independence in 1776. After that, we're going to move straight into the western lands. And these first couple you've got pretty down pat, so I'm just going to run through them real fast. The western lands we didn't get until the Treaty of Paris, which is about in 1783, so it's a couple of years later. Next up, we have the Louisiana Purchase. We bought this in 1803 for $15 million. And this was, it doubled the size, so make sure you've got a ×2 under here. It doubled the size of the United States of America. Number 4 is Florida. A nice quick way to remember that is Florida is number 4. A couple of things. First off, you need to remember the treaty, and over here I've drawn a little guy from Spain. He's saying, careful or they'll own us. You get it? Like own us, but really it's the Adams-Onis Treaty. Alright, after that we have Texas, and you guys know a lot about this, but just to recap, Mexico tells America, no, we can't have it. And you know what? Polk don't care. He says, yeah, take it anyway. Next up we have Oregon. Oregon is a big one. It's number 6 right up here. We got that because they had a lot of fertile lands for farming, and a lot of people started moving over that way. But most importantly, with Oregon, we achieve Manifest Destiny. We in fact do go from the sea all the way to this sea right over here. Now, one would think that this is where we stop, but America is just like, nailed it. We got this. But wait a minute. We could, get more. So that's why we have the Mexican Cession, because after Texas, things were kind of rocky with Mexico. So they decided that they were going to go to war, and that was what they call the U.S.-Mexican War. And this is going to have, I'm going to have a video released on that tomorrow. So the U.S.-Mexican War goes down, Mexico loses, and they sell us the Mexican Cession for $15 million again. And so this whole time we've got more and more land along that Pacific Ocean. This isn't all of America yet, though. We have one more, and that's the Gadsden Purchase, G-A-D-S-D-E-N Purchase. We got this for $10 million because we wanted to build a railroad from this coast all the way down to this coast. And it makes sense to do this. It doesn't seem like it does, but it does because there's a whole bunch of mountains over here that they didn't want to build a railroad through. So it made a lot more sense just to go around. So that was a quick recap of Manifest Destiny. Go ahead and take these notes if you would like. I'll see you all tomorrow with a video on the U.S.-Mexican War. Have a good night.